Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where last time we heard a council by the captains where it was decided that we shall march to Mordor. What could possibly go wrong there? Well, what do you say about this, Mithrandir?
Our secrecy was born of necessity, but now it must end.
We have moved in secrecy ever since I came to know you, Pine Lore. It was a secrecy born of necessity, for we needed every advantage we might attain in our struggle against the Dark Lord. Whispered councils gave rise to the hidden errands and close-guarded conspiracies. But no longer. While Frodo continues his quest in the shadows, Aragorn strides into the light, and he must draw Sauron's gaze to him, and away from the real purpose, with every means in his disposal. Let the departure of Aragorn's army be a loud one, and snare the attention of the Dark Lord. Wars are fought with weapons, but this battle for Sauron's eye will be fought with noise and tumult, with musical instruments and those who wield them. Walk to the Pelennor and find men who would wield trumpets of silver and brass. They will announce the coming of the king as loudly, as often as they can, and perhaps this loud departure will serve as a shield for Frodo and Sam as they walk in the Black Land. After you gather 4 trumpets, travel to the western gate of Osgiliath, and Aragorn's army will begin its march. I will see you at the eastern gate of the city after the army is on the march. Alright, so I need to find 4 trumpeters. I need to talk to Celebrimbor, to Limlair, to Ruhir, and to Kulang. I will presume that those are our 4 trumpeters. I mean, it would be consistent with the quest request. It's nice that we have these nice flaming rings over the heads of the trumpeters so that we could find them.
This trumpet belonged to my friend Araneth.
You seek trumpeters to proclaim the presence of Aragorn now that he has revealed his true claim. I am not as practiced as some others in Gondor, for I have only lately begun to learn the skill. But I would be honored to use my meager ability to announce the arrival of my chief and lord. My friend Araneth bore this trumpet on his person when he was slain in Tur Morva. I picked it up to save it from the hands of the treacherous men, and thought that I might teach myself its use and the means of remembering poor Araneth. I will use it to proclaim the coming of King Elessar, and I will remind me of the friends that gave their lives so this day might happen. All right. 1 trumpeter. And the next one is this away. Also be thankful for the nice arrow. Ah! Here is the next trumpeter. And he has his trumpet with him, I see. Really? Alright, fine. Pesty. Now, hello there. I was wondering if you'd like to blow your trumpet some.
I fought in the battle and saw more than my share of death.
I saw more than my share of death. Sometime during the waning hours, I lost both my sword and the trumpet that I carried at my hip, and suffered a knock upon the head by a heavy club. When I came to again, my sword was gone. It must have been taken by a foe or a friend who thought that I was slain. My trumpet lay by my feet, battered and bruised even as I was, but still whole. I have taken this as a sign, and now I will be a trumpeter and not a swordsman. I will be honored to wind my horn to announce the coming of King Elessar. Let the sound strike fear into the hearts of our enemies, and give them such a fright that they will never again threaten Gondor. Okay. That is 2 trumpeters. Looks like the next one is even further away from camp. Ah! Here's our next trumpeter. Hello there.
I will be pleased to sound my horn on behalf of the king.
I was inside the city when our friends from Rohan joined the battle, and my heart soared to see this change. So inspired was I that I mounted a horse and followed the Prince of Dol Amroth and his knights through the gates and into the throng of battle. I was near at hand to Theoden, king of Rohan, when the great beast descended and spelled his doom. I saw then the most beautiful woman I had ever seen, or ever will see, and she stood between her fallen lord and the dreadful foe, and slew that terrible creature in defense of her king. A great evil took me then, and I swooned. I think that I dreamt, but I cannot remember any details of it. When I awoke, I was in the houses of healing. Friends tell me that I was saved by the hands of a stranger, a curious visage and few words. I would find this man and give him my thanks, but he has left no sign. There were whispers that King Elessar may have worked his healing arts in the houses, but who would believe that such a thing? No king would trouble himself with my hurts, surely. In any case, I will be pleased to sound my horn on behalf of the king. Yes, if he knew the truth of that. Oh, yes. Now, I think we need one more. How in the world did this section survive the battle? Well, it's nice that it did. At least we don't have everything ugly and overthrown, like those camps up there. Ah! I have found our 4th trumpeter. Hello there.
To think I have lived to see a king once more in Gondor.
I have mastered many musical instruments, but I am most skilled and loudest with the trumpet. It will be my pleasure to sound mine at volume on behalf of the king. Oh, to think that I have lived to see a king once more in Gondor. My heart leaps at the thought of it. You will have no problem getting me to start, getting me to stop. Ha 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 ha! Well, that'll be another thing entirely. Right. Well, I suppose that means we need to head to Osgiliath. Oh joy. Here we are, back at Osgiliath. I trust that there are fewer orcs here than there were before. At least that's what I hope is the case. The Causeway Forts. You see some familiar faces within the western entrance of Osgiliath. Hello, Bandron. Hi there, Nathadun. Long time no see.
Hello. I did not think that I would see you again so soon.
I had rather hoped that my father would let us remain a while longer in Imlath Melui, but when he heard that the battle was over, he made us depart at once. The flowers of Imlath Melui are breathtaking and beautiful, and the roses are quite a sight as well. My father promised Lord Angbor that we would bring our stock of Chemedril liquor to the House of Healing as soon as we were able, and we have done so, also satisfying our writ with Callingam. But now my father has that look in his eye once again, and he has made us come to Broken Osgiliath over the Anduin instead of heading back home. Perhaps you could suggest that he and I return home, or maybe, if it is too far, then we could turn our wagons into the direction of Imloth Melui and make sure that the ladies of the place fare well in our absence. boy, he seems to be charmed a bit. Well, what do you say, Bondrone?
I am proud to say my fortunes have changed for the better.
Ah, yes. Finally, you, any good friend of Lord Ogbor, would be a friend of mine. But you were my friend first, I dare say. I have not forgotten our encounter at Tarlang's Neck. We met at a low ebb of my fortunes. Any man would admit that. But I am proud to say that those fortunes have changed for the better. And all because of my son. That's right. He has always made me proud, that one. And I defy anyone to doubt that. Yes, we did need to leave Imloth Melui in rather a hurry, but that is no fault of mine, Nethadon. Oh, what happened now? I did not like many of the glances that the fair lasses of the place gave my boy, and I deemed that should the battle have kept us there any longer, I might have lost my apprentice and gained a daughter-in-law. And that does not bring in any coins. No, we left the first opportunity, and now another opportunity has presented itself. Do you know what that opportunity is? I suspect it has nothing to do with daughters-in-law. Right. Bandon pauses a dramatic emphasis. Nails, Pinelore! It just so happens that with tremendous foresight, my clever and enterprising son Nethadon has caused us to come into possession of 2 barrels full of nails, as I am sure that you remember. And do you know what is in great demand following a battle? That's right, nails of the very sort that we possess in such quantities, and which we can sell to the crafters repairing the city and the bridges at a better than usual rate. Just doing my part as a man of Gondor, my friend. And it allows me to set up my own shop in competition with Galligam. Well, that's the merest coincidence, isn't it? There are still enemies hiding in Osgiliath, however. If you were to defeat some of these foes, I would appreciate it. Defeat 8 foes in Osgiliath. I'll see if I could send their number some. I mean, it used to be that I could easily find 8 enemies, no matter how cursory search I did, but I am sure that I could go even further. I trust that I will not need to fight any orcs or trolls or goblins or bats or any other things in order to cross the bridge over here, though it means that my plan to find some enemies may take a little extra time as a result of that. But into Osgiliath. This is one of those scenarios where a hunter would come in very, very handy, seeing how the enemy are most likely not on the beaten trail. They probably beat it somewhere else. Fortunately, I have saved these Drownhold compasses. Morgul Defiler. There's one in the vicinity. Only one. But that gives me a direction to go, because where there's one enemy, there might be others that will soon pop up in the same area. There we go. Hello. You can stop that. Oh, well. Late as usual. Alas. Now, I am going to guess that there will be others in this area, so I won't need to... Yeah. Won't need to use all 5 of my compasses in order to complete this quest. You know, I think that is actually the first time I had one of those actually work the way I intended. When considering the number of characters I have had, that is, oops, quite useful for a change. There you go. I can't see it, but I am trusting that my friend is oh boy, I think I just found the main load of enemies. I just need to get to them and not get stuck in the brushwork. Oh, look at this. Perfect. We'll start with the archer. Oh, I was thinking, oh no, there's a second one there. Alright, your turn. Oh, he's an archer also? He decided that he ran out of arrows? Well, don't worry. You don't have to worry about them any longer. Too bad I don't have a lightning storm. Well, let's try that. There you go. I need to take care of that. Let's get you off. Ha! 7. And I just need 1 more. Then I won't have to worry about... It says defeat enemies. Do rats count as enemies? Well, one way to find out. I mean... You're kidding me. Okay, well, let's go turn in the quest. Ah, I have found the Great Bridge. Safer to cross now without the enemy soldiers about. They're probably just as treacherous to swim. So, I'll avoid doing that. And just continue along to the other side, and maybe I'll find Mithrandir there, or I'll find Trumpeters, or I'll find Aragorn. I'll find somebody! Fortunately, I didn't find an army of Easterlings or Orcs. Those are Gondorian soldiers, and they don't seem to be in the middle of battle or anything like that, so I'll assume that we have control over Osgiliath. Well, nice to see it in our hands for a moment. Now the question is, how long will it remain that way? It's not exactly like we are doing anything that is safe at the moment. We should be getting to the eastern end soon enough. At least I don't have to do this covertly this time. Covertly and going into culverts. And we've got this all around here. As you approach the east gate, you see Mithrandir astride of Shadowfax. Well, I suppose I'm at the right place now. Ah, before I approach the rider, I will also approach Stablemaster. I have summoned the Trumpeters.
You have caused an impressive amount of noise.
Oh, you've caused more noise than your size might indicate, Pinelore. The Trumpeters will announce the arrival of King Elessar as his army marches through Ithilien. None will miss these tidings. Sauron will not fail to heed this march, Pinelore. The Prince of Dol Amroth has rightly pointed out that the size of the army is too small to possess a serious challenge to the host that lies within Mordor, but that in itself will draw his gaze hither. He will think that Aragorn possesses the ring, and believes that it will bring him the power that he needs to overthrow Sauron. He will think this, because this is the action that he would take were their positions reversed. The army will march slowly, but it will march loudly, and that is the best gift that we can give to Frodo right now. I hope, beyond hope, that he is able to make use of this gift, and that it does not come too late for him. We only hope that it doesn't come too late. Was that loud enough for you?
Representatives from every land stand with the host of the West.
We have elves, dwarves, men, and hobbits. Young Master Brandybuck recovers still from his wounds, secure in the houses of healing. So it falls to you and Peregrine Took to ride with Aragorn as representatives of the Shire folk. He rides just ahead to the east, if you wish to speak with him on the way to the crossroads of the king. Well, what does Peregrine Took have to say about all this? I suppose we're going to have to find that out in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.